It's time to get up.
No.
It's time to go to Idaho.
No. I like California.
Liam? It's time to go to Yale.
Yale's not in Idaho.
Good morning, everyone. It is about 4:30 a.m. Liam and I accidentally overslept. I didn't hear my alarm. We're supposed to get up at 3:45, but we're not that far behind. And now it is time to get on the road and drive to Idaho. Alright, the car is about as stuffed as it can be. Let's see the side angle. Alright, so we've hit our first gas station and we got Starbucks, and I know this looks disgusting, but it's
really
got
good.
A ton of caffeine in it, and it's actually quite sweet. So you get a very berry hibiscus refresher, or honestly any of the refreshers that you want, and you get 4 scoops of matcha. This is fuel. So we got some food, got some breakfast. It's about 7:30 in the morning, so we've been driving for about 3 hours. So got a bit to go, so gonna hit the road. Okay, so we are now about halfway through Nevada, and it's about the same climate from when we crossed into Reno to where we are now. And we have made 2 stops for gas, and we got some food. So we are making a good time. We have about 5 hours left. We are over half of the way to our first destination. We will go. Alright, so we've now crossed into Idaho. Liam is getting candy, and I am sitting here editing Tuesday's video. So that is what we are up to. I wasn't able to edit before I left because I left everything to the last minute, as I do. And now we are only about 3 hours away from Idaho Falls. Well, you're making such good time. It's about 4 o'clock. But we had a 1 hour time change, and yeah, we're making good time. We're gonna get there, and the sun's not even gonna be down. It's great. Alright, so we were driving along in Idaho, and we're about 2 hours from Idaho Falls, and we came across this bridge, and there's like this really pretty river, and so we just decided to pull off and just check it out. What do you think, Liam? do you think?
It's really pretty. There's a cool waterfall that you guys probably wouldn't be able to see.
You can see it. There's a waterfall down there. But you can kind of see it. The lens doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
But
It's like beautiful though.
it does.
Yeah.
It does look pretty. Alright. We popped a tire. And we are on hold with Hertz roadside assistance. This is all of 4 minutes after the last clip.
We were so happy before.
It's an adventure, sweetie.
We're going on an adventure.
So it's been like, how many hours?
We would have been to Idaho Falls by now. That's how many hours it's been.
It's been like 3 hours.
It's been like 3 hours.
So we are waiting on the roadside assistance, and it is 8 p.m. and we're not entirely sure what to do. We're just gonna wait until the repair guy comes. But the first tow truck that was supposed to come out
Broke down
on the way here. So it's just, things were going so well, but now it's just a series of unfortunate events. Oh my god, Liam.
It's fine. We're all part of a sitcom. There'll be a laugh track in the
We're
background.
slowly losing it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Alright, well, we will update you in a little bit once we figure out what the heck we're doing. Oh, by the way, never rent a car with Hertz, because I have called their roadside assistance line. Emergency roadside assistance, mind you. And
it's a good emergency if you can wait for 2 hours. Like, it's a great emergency roadside assistance if you can wait for 2 hours. If you're, like, bleeding out, it's fine.
I've been on hold with them several times, and they just won't answer. So that's great. And we have zero clue if the airport in Twin Falls actually has a rental car that will be usable. So we're trying to decide, well, we can't really make the decision until we know what's going on with the tire, but trying to make the decision of if we should try to make it up to Idaho Falls, which is a 2-hour drive.
If we're able to go on the highway. Which we'd need a
But
tire.
it's about 4 hours if you have to take side streets, which we would have to do if we had the spare. But that is contingent on that the spare is actually able to go for that long. And we have a hotel in Idaho Falls, so if we have to stay down here, that means we have to go to a hotel here and eat the cost of that. So, welcome to the road trip vlog. Alright, so we finally made it to a hotel. We got a spare tire and drove 20 miles an hour to the nearest town. And now we just booked a random hotel and picked up some dinner, and we're just gonna honestly just shower and call it a night and see what we're working with tomorrow. I think our plans to go to Yellowstone are pretty much shot. You have anything to say, honey?
Rough day, but better tomorrow.
We're gonna try to maintain optimism. I'm gonna keep the vlog going through tomorrow so you guys can see the end result of what ends up happening. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, and we are going to go ahead and pack up, grab some food, and then try to figure out the rental situation. Say good morning, Liam.
Good morning.
So we're gonna go ahead and pack up the car and get going, and then see what day 2 of this road trip has in store for us. Alright, so we were lucky, we got a new car. We are all packed up. It took an hour. It was very hot. But we're done. We're all set. Now we're gonna hit the road, and we have about 13-hour drive to Custer, South Dakota, so it's gonna be a long one, but off we go.
Let's all fly together, and I will show you a place you've never been. I don't believe in never, 'cause suddenly some
I went on my Instagram stories and asked you guys if you wanted to have us answer any questions about road tripping. And so I figured I'd answer them in the vlog since we have 10 more hours to go. And so one of the questions was, what are some of your favorite road trip snacks? So I like dried fruit, like freeze-dried fruit.
It's pretty good.
You got the, like, would you say that the salt and vinegar chips are like...
My thing? Oh yeah, I love salt and vinegar flavored things.
Okay, so Liam's thing. And, our favorite candy is hot tamales. And I would say my favorites are these. These are like, they're called toffee. We'll have some. So it's got like a caramel shell, and then it's got hazelnut, and then chocolate.
I'm trying to think. Oh,
it's really good.
Yeah, we like eating hot tamales to the point. I like eating hot tamales to the point that like it burns my tongue.
Yeah, we have a thing for hot tamales. Our friend Chloe asked, "What is currently on your road trip playlist?" So my road trip playlist is pretty much.
Been playing.
My road trip playlist was pretty much all Mamma Mia. Personally,
we did listen to my dad's podcast for a little bit.
But we have been listening to some podcasts. We listened to an episode that we had on my podcast with Dr. Kyle Mays. We listened to his dad's podcast. And if you guys want kind of like current event commentary, it's not necessarily political commentary, I'd say current events.
It's current event commentary and kind of like I'd say like a like inner breakdown of kind of the like underlying intellectual debate going on within kind of current political theory, right?
Yeah. So if you guys want to check that out, I will have that linked down below. It's a really good podcast. It's with his dad and his two friends, Steven and Seth, and I really enjoy it personally. But I like listening to podcasts when I'm road tripping. I also like listening to audiobooks if it's going to be a really long drive. So that's one thing that we are planning on doing during this road trip. And in terms of music, I don't know. I like having music on kind of in the background, but if I'm with somebody, like driving together, we've honestly been talking pretty much the entire time. We listened to some podcasts yesterday.
Yeah.
But we pretty much talk the entire time. So somebody asked how long till we're in New Haven, and when you guys are watching this video, we'll already be in New Haven. But we get there on Saturday, so we've got a couple days to go. We're also going to be visiting my mom in Minnesota, so we're going to be vlogging through today into tomorrow when we get to Minnesota to see my mother. And that's kind of the plan. So
And your brother in Detroit.
We'll visit my brother in Detroit, but that will be in the second vlog. So not this vlog, but the next one, because otherwise this one's going to be insanely long. I'm sure it's already getting very long.
40-minute vlog.
I mean, you guys seem to like longer vlogs, so they always perform better than any of my other videos.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know
if
you guys would want a 40-minute vlog, but I'm going to do 2 different vlogs. But comment down below whether you guys prefer shorter or longer vlogs, and also comment down below what your favorite thing to do is while road tripping, if you actually enjoy going on road trips. I know that some people don't like going on road trips, which I think is insane, because
yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like that's one thing that I liked doing with my sister when I was growing up, and it's something that we've kind of implemented into our travel routine.
Yeah, we both don't mind driving.
Yeah, no, I actually really enjoy driving. We'll
see how we feel when we're like 40.
I mean, yeah, my back's gonna give out by then.
Like maybe like interesting sights we've seen along.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So let's talk about sites. Okay, so the only problem is that we haven't been able to stop, and we're not going to be able to stop today, which
until tomorrow.
It's not ideal. We will be able to stop tomorrow. We're going to stop in Sioux Falls, I think. We're going to try to do that since we weren't able to go to Yosemite, which was disappointing.
And we'll be staying in the Black Hills.
But we're going to be staying in the Black Hills, which I'm really excited about. And we've seen some like random like historical sites along the way. We saw the moon.
Crater of the Moon. Crater of the Moon, yeah?
Yeah, Crater of the Moon, which is, we looked it up, and apparently it's volcanic remnants.
Some kind of like lava flow that basically it was really cool. It's just like black rocks, like a vast landscape of black rocks.
But we've basically been going through very small towns in Middle America, which I really enjoy. I like getting to see other parts of the country, and I was telling Liam this a second ago, and I think you guys might appreciate this. And I know this clip is really long, but it's a road trip. I studied Lewis and Clark when I was a child. I really loved learning about their expedition and just the notes that they took and the things that they saw. I really liked Ken Burns' documentary on the Lewis and Clark expedition. And one thing I always think about when I'm going through rural America is what it must have been like to see this landscape for the first time. And no, of course, Lewis and Clark were not the first to go across America. It was already occupied, rightfully so, by indigenous people. But I think to come from the East Coast, to come from Maryland, essentially, from Washington, D.C., and then go across and to see this landscape for the first time just must have been
mind-blowing.
Yeah, truly. And I don't know, I always think about that.
Like, we have access to the internet, but like us driving through here, like, it's not the same, but you still get to see some kind of like...
Yeah, you get to see other parts of the country, and I think that's important. And yeah, I don't know, I just think about that. It's kind of nerdy, but that's just what I think makes me a historian. That I don't know, I nerd out on stuff like that. But this clip is now almost 8 minutes long, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and we'll get some B-roll, and we'll check in when we're a little further along the road. All right, it's a lot later now. It is past midnight. We are still on the eastern edge of Wyoming, heading into South Dakota to get to our hotel in the Black Hills. And it has been a very long day. We still have about an hour and a half to go, about 100 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today, but I'll check in with you guys in the morning and let you know how it goes. I just want to be able to get back to the hotel and just go straight to bed. So I just wanted to check in here since we're filling up on gas. And I have to say, Wyoming is a beautiful state, especially when you enter from the western side and you get to see Jackson Hole and you get to see the Tetons and everything. I think that it's definitely worth visiting if you ever get the chance. And it's also a place that's really great to road trip through. So, I
gotta use a different one. For some reason, it's not working.
Oh, it's not good. You want to say goodnight to the vlog?
Good night, vlog.
Good night, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Today is now Tuesday, and we are back on the road. It's about 8:30 a.m. We slept in a little bit. We got in at around 2 a.m. last night, and we stayed at the Bavarian Inn in Black Hills. And so now we're just driving on through. We're heading to Minnesota today to stay with my mom, and we have a little bit more time. So it's about a 9-hour drive today. So we have a little bit more time to just kind of relax, and we're going to actually try to stop in Sioux Falls because we have just a little bit more time than yesterday. Yesterday we had to really hustle, but today we can actually take some time, and if we see anything that we want to stop at, we can. So that's the morning plan. Liam is upset that I made him wake up so early. And we're on the road and see where the day takes us. Alright, so we were trying to find a coffee shop on the way and we looked it up on the map, and I don't know if we're even in focus, but we found this super cute coffee shop that was a little drive-through in the Black Hills. It was called Annie Lode's Coffee Cabin?
No, just Annie Lode's Coffee, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But super cute, really nice couple. And yeah, it was just a really positive experience. Yeah. We got some chai and we're on the road, and I don't know, it was just really nice. We haven't really gotten to like interact with very many people, obviously because of COVID, but I don't know, that was just really nice.
Did we mention that it was a drive-thru?
Yeah, it was a drive-thru. It
was just a drive-thru in the middle of like the Black Hills, which you don't necessarily think a drive-thru is going to be there.
I wasn't expecting it at all. I don't know, it was just really, and they were just like so
really
freaking
sweet.
Wholesome.
Yeah, they were really sweet.
They were so sweet.
So
yeah, very positive experience. Very good start to the morning.
Yeah.
Okay guys, this drive in South Dakota is very straight. The road in Wyoming and in Idaho, while it's rural for sure, like the landscape is relatively similar. It's just that it's kind of like driving on the 5 in California. Like it's just a straight line for hundreds of miles, and so Liam's slowly losing his mind. But
I don't like it.
But we're really close to Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
And then we'll get out and stretch our legs a little bit.
And I can run back home.
I'd like to see you try, honey.
Forrest Gump. Sorry. Oh no.
I'll bleep you out.
You have to bleep me out.
No swearing on my channel. This is an educational YouTube channel.
Well, we can learn about swear words together. It's like Sesame Street for
Liam. What am I gonna do with him? Alright everybody, we arrived in Minnesota last night to my family's home, and we have Liam and then the pups. And Moo is going to be coming with me to New Haven, so she's going to be in part 2 of this road trip vlog, so stick around because that'll be the next video that goes up on my channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.